Rick's always on the go. I'm going to mute you, Rick. All right. Well, good morning. So it is August already. Last week, it was just the last day of July. Uh, we are in the first week of August. It's already August 7th. So this time around the year is, if you have kids going back to school, getting back in your schedule, right? We had our long summer break, hot one in Texas, if you're here in Texas. And another thing is, what does your goals look like for 2023? Have you met with them, right? Are you like way behind, right? How can we get you back up to track? Another thing is we need to start talking about 2024, right? I know Tom Trong and his group and his team, they're already planning 2024, right? 2023 is already done. But we still need to push ourselves. We talked about, we had our coaching class on Thursday and Friday. I appreciate those that were able to make it. I do have the recordings and the slide presentations. Ella's working on that. We're going to have a Dropbox folder so we can share it to the team. And, just try to reach those and keeping each other accountable. I think last Friday we talked about accountability. Lucia and Holly became accountability partners, right? Just by coming to the event, talking to them, and keeping each other accountable. Anna, I think, mentioned that maybe Judy or someone was going to keep her accountable, right? And then somebody needs to keep Judy accountable, or you're going to be that person keeping Judy Wang accountable as well, right? Yes, you can have a coach, but you need to have a partnership. So I stress, Tom and Dick Lee are like business partners, right? They talk to each other probably daily, once or twice a day. That is how Tom has able to grow his business. Even before they were EXP, they were business partners in nonprofit organizations, things like that. Calvin and I keep each other accountable, but Calvin can also work with Colin, right? I can also work with other people. Judy Ratsamy and I contact each other just to talk about like how can we improve our business. She keeps me accountable, making sure that I get stuff done as well and pushing with the organization. Ernesto mentioned his wife, Gabby and Ernesto, and that's great. Husband and wife teams are great. But I also stress that spouses get also another accountability partner, right? Ernesto can find another guy to also keep him accountable, right? And then same thing with Gabby, right? Gabby can find another friend in the network, and it doesn't have to be within our network, right? If you find somebody else in EXP in another organization, that's good too. Cynthia and Nicole, right? They became business partners. They're in different networks in EXP. They're able to do it. So since we have Tom on the call, appreciate Tom hopping on. Tom, weekly we try to get onto these calls, these huddles, and just try to keep each other accountable, keep each other pushing. It's not all focused on growth. Wednesday evenings, I have my growth call with our growth leaders. Monday mornings is just to get our mindset straight, right? Get each other pushing each other and for productivity, right? So we're, for the next, total of 8 weeks, but for the next 7 weeks, Thursday and Fridays, we are doing a coaching call at the office in person. And if you miss it, if you're not in Dallas, we can have the recordings and other things given to you. So just let me know if you want that. You have to want it, so you got to ask for it, right? It's nothing just going to give out, because if I just give it out for free and just nothing, there's no one keeping you accountable. It doesn't matter if I send it out. So I'm not going to just send it out. So if you want it and you need it, you let me know. So and we'll keep it archived. So Calvin, I think he's probably driving as well. Tom, you want to add anything? What else is going on?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am happy to be here. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can pull over, because this is that important that I want to pull over and just have a conversation with you. Daniel, thank you so much for your leadership. As always, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all you guys showing up. There you go. This is a good spot here.
Are you still driving that Audi?
I love my Audi. Hold on, let me put on my emergencies because I'm sort of illegally parked.
Same Audi I went to look for in the winter.
That's the one you bought for me, baby. Yeah. Yep. So guys, I just came from a breakfast meeting with a broker owner for Dick Lee. It's funny Daniel mentioned that, right? We had a breakfast meeting. This broker owner said he's going to give us 30 minutes. Well, I told Dick, I promise you he has a partner, and his partner happens to be his wife who's in the mortgage business. And I said, Dick, you got to reach out to her and ask her to come to the meeting as well. As we all know, the next thing after we show them the program, if they're genuinely interested, they're going to think about it. They're going to talk about it with their significant other. Right or wrong, guys? All right, look at those heads nodding, right? So why not have her come to the breakfast? So we came to breakfast, and it turned out, just as I thought, the wife asked more questions than her husband. Why? Because she has nothing to lose. She's got no skin in the game, really, right? It's the broker owner, the husband, that owns the real estate brokerage, not the wife. She does something else, but she asks more questions. And boy, 30 minutes turned into an hour and a half at their choice. She canceled the next appointment because she thought it was important enough that we took time out of our day, that I drove 45 minutes from my home to her backyard to be with them. All right, the fortunes in the follow-up. So if you're talking about agent attraction or even sales or anything, right, the personal touch still is worth so much. And if at all possible, have a belly button, eyeball to eyeball meeting, because your energy comes through even more in person than it does over a Zoom meeting. I can't reach out and shake your hand and feel your warm hug, can I? The human touch is so important to people. Yes or no, right? Even the most introverted people need that human touch, right? So that's my little lesson for you. That just happened just now. And I think he's joining. So one of the reasons he's joining is he's lost every single agent. His brokerage of 5 agents is down to 1. One of those 4 that left him came to EXP. And so he finally interviewed with everybody, and looks like he's coming on EXP instead of Sotheby's, instead of Coldwell Banker, instead of trying to stay on his own. He's finally setting his ego aside. And I think it's his wife who basically says, man, you better do this because there's nothing left. Here's one other tip I want to share with you, guys, for a Monday morning coaching training, okay? All of you, right? There's 19 of us here. Real estate is so flexible. We have the ability to be who we want to be, do what kind of real estate we want to do, especially in this platform, whether you're focusing on rentals, on residential, on commercial, on luxury, on global, whatever it is, the world is yours to with this platform, right or wrong. And we also, all 18 of you here, I would bet that all 18 of you don't have the same work ethic or the same work schedule, right or wrong. You can do this business part-time. You can do it full-time. You can do it overtime. Whichever way it is, part-time, full-time, or overtime, you can be successful at this business. Here's the one time where you will not be successful, and that's in your spare time. Part-time works, full-time works, overtime works, but not spare time. What does that mean? Oh, let me squeeze in a call here and there. Let me reach out to an agent here and there. Let me work on my sphere of influence here and there. Let me work on my marketing platform when I have time. Spare time will fail you. Who can resonate with that? You've got a time block. When you're running a business, you're running a family, if you have kids, you can't, hey kids, I'll give you my spare time. Well, my spare time might not match up with the swimming practice and the baseball practice and the dance recitals. And I'm going to go to church on my spare time. No. If you want to go to church, you go on Saturdays or Sundays. That's not your spare time, just your blocked time. So that's my message to everyone this week. Don't do it on your spare time. That won't work. Time block and get it done. You have this call every Monday. I have my sales coaching call at 11 o'clock. This next hour is, you guys are all invited to sales coaching accountability call. We just added a second sales accountability call for 5 p.m. Central by another one of our leaders. We recognize that some agents during the day can't do it. So we're doing it on Mondays at noon Eastern and at 6 p.m. Eastern, or 11 a.m. Central and 5 p.m. Central. Every Wednesday now, I have my power hour agent attraction call. Thank you, Daniel. Agents get free. It's all posted on there, right? Power hour is not posted on there. It's for any agents who's really, 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 really serious about agent attraction and have a proven track record, who've recruited 5 or more agents to get to from 5 to 50, 50 to 500, 500 to 1,000. And that's every Wednesday. Now, Daniel is invited to that call. I think several of you are qualified to invite to that call, but that doesn't mean that you, just because your team members are invited, doesn't mean you shouldn't show up and then take that information and have your own meetings with your team. Okay. And of course, at EXP, we have all of these other training that's available to all of us, right? You guys know that it's impossible for you to fail. It's impossible for you not to get the knowledge, the training, the support that you need under this platform, as long as you do it part-time, full-time, overtime, but never in your spare time. That's it, guys. I love all the smiling faces. Hope I sort of motivated you or get you thinking a little bit different this week.
Thank you, Tom. Always glad to have you on and add value, and the energy, right? Aaron mentioned the energy. Ham's energy is contagious. And so, you know, when you can get that energy, right? Just have to time block, plan your day, get everything done. Nothing's on our spare time. This call is not on my spare time, right? It has to be time blocked. I texted every single person in our network, right? You guys showed up. You guys are plugging in, which is great. The other ones, I hope they better be in meetings, right? This is not on our spare time getting on here. So same thing. So it's 9:16. I want to kind of go over some wins. I want to announce some new icons that are coming up. I'm going to verify 2 people in our group. So once I verify they hit the $5,000 cap transaction fee, we will be announcing they're team members, but they both done 20 transactions each or more after their capping. So 50 plus transactions as a team. So they're able to double icon. So I hope to announce them very soon. Ella is checking to verification. I don't like to pre-announce things. I want to make sure, like, hey, they hit it, everything's good, corporate approval, and then of course corporate will also send them a letter the following month. But I like to get things done early, so we will do that. But yeah, Kathy, any wins this week?
Yeah, I'm finally closing on my out-of-state lease that you were helping me with.
Yes.
Yeah,
And learned a lot from that too.
Oh yes, a lot. That was a lesson learned. And then also, I think like Tom was saying, it's in the follow-up and follow-through. I closed on 2 of the homes that I've been following up with them. It's been 1.5 years. It's been my longest client that I've been following up, and finally they bought something. So, and then they're also referring me to like other people. So yeah, it's all in the follow-up and follow-through.
Good. Joel.
Good morning, guys.
Get that energy up. Get that energy up, Joel. I know it's
Coffee
early.
hasn't kicked in yet. You guys know that it takes a while to fill up with coffee. No, so I guess a success this week was definitely Saturday. Mentee showed up. We went over after the training on Thursday and Friday. I realized that we kind of get away from the basics, so I decided to bring it back to just scripts. So I presented the mentees with scripts, and we practiced them in person. We finally got Venetia's I'm in real estate video done. And then I also decided, hey, we're going to be doing these videos. We might as well do it at a higher level. So we got the microphones ready to go. So just
Saw that.
in our business to kind of just level up together.
That's good. Thank you for pushing and meeting with your mentees. I know you guys meet on Sundays at the office also, or Saturdays. So I know it's hot, but keep on doing it. I'm glad you got the new mic, DJ mic. So audio quality is very important when you were doing videos. I did a video, I think last Friday. My video was not very good, but the audio came out clear, and that's important because if you can't hear the audio, they're just gonna click off. So, Alice in Houston, how's it going?
Morning. Last week was a lot of shadowing with Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. And I learned a lot. But one of my biggest wins last week was to sit down with a warm lead and to look at the property, because we don't have comparables, because they've been in that house since 1983. So it's not in the listing. There's no measurement of rooms or things like that, but we can base on. So, but it was a property that we thought has a lot of legal issues, which Kathy said that would be good to learn. After that, everything else will be not as challenging, because now you're learning all the legalities. But there are updates, Kathy, and I'm emailing it to you. It was not reverse mortgage; it was refinance. So it probably will change the strategy that we have in place. But anyway, I'm so glad to have Mr. Gene as my my mentor.
Yes.
And a lot of my time at home is spent doing the mentor program courses. And but there's a lot of learning.
Yes,
So
there's a lot of stuff. So
Yes.
don't get overwhelmed, or anxiety, but just go through the modules. The foundation, like Joel saying, going back to the foundation. Foundation
Yes,
is
back
so
to
crucial.
basics. Yes.
Back to the basics. And sometimes we try to skip, but then if you skip that, you're not building up your foundation. So build up your foundation, build it up slowly, go back to it. So thank you for sharing with that. Anna, share us some wins. I heard you capped. Is that why you're wearing a cap?
Yeah, I capped because of my cat. I had a accountability call with Judy Wing this morning. So
Good.
it was pretty good. We're gonna try to scale up the business. So she's helping me with that.
That's good.
And I also got my book, so we're gonna start reading it. I don't know if you can see it, The Winning.
Yes, the one Bill Pipes recommended.
Yeah,
good.
so I'm gonna start reading that book. We're just getting ready to scale up and go to the next level.
And this is investing in yourself, right? And it's not no one's gonna invest in you. You got to invest in yourself. So appreciate that, Anna. And Anna closed on a commercial lease last week too, right? Or week or so.
Yeah, last week we closed in a small commercial lease, but we're excited because that's our first one at EXP.
Yep.
So more to come.
That's good. That's good. All right, Josh Coe.
Sorry,
Share
guys.
some wins. Share
good
some
morning.
wins.
Came back from a 4-day trip in Sisters, Oregon. Due diligence on trying to find funding and possibly joint venture partners for a golf resort, and exciting project. So if there's anybody in the group that has connections, that has multi-million-dollar capability, give me a call. That's bridge financing. So it was a tremendous experience because we went to all the 3 or 4 resorts, including attending a rodeo. So given by the host, or actually 2 hosts families. So connections were made with other realtors on the golf course, which I played on. So it was a tremendous trip. I just got back last night, past midnight, this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Well, thanks
you.
for getting on and sharing. Yeah,
You bet.
whenever you want to share more, create an event, so get on Zoom and then invite others to hop on to learn about, what you're trying to do and raise. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, Tia, are you able to speak? Tia Gardner. We can come back to her. Ernesto, share some wins. Trying to unmute.
I
There you
couldn't
go.
find the unmute
Yeah,
button.
no worries.
Good morning, everybody. So
Morning.
our big win for this week was we finally get our flip on the market during the weekend. We got some showings already. We are excited about it. We finished that project in 8 weeks and a few days. So that's a really big win for us. It's the fastest one so far.
Good.
Also, this is going to be a really, really big month for Gabby and I. She has some closings coming this month. I believe she's going to cap this month. Hopefully.
Good.
Yeah, and that's it. I also got the book on Audible, the winning. I'm gonna have to finish one book that I already have, and then I'm gonna start with that book.
Okay.
Yeah, we keep doing the all the activities from the Thursday class, so trying to keep us accountable. Gabby right now she's in another coaching call. So yeah, grinding and grinding. We couldn't take vacation with the family, but we postponed to maybe September. So we're gonna take a couple of days in September. We have to make sacrifices in order to get where we're gonna get. So
Okay.
that's
The
it.
the kids are younger. It's okay. They will.
They'll forget
They
about
don't.
it.
They don't know August, summer, September. It's okay.
Yeah,
As long as you plan it. So it's good. Thank you. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. All right, Judy, I know you're driving. Are you able to share some wins?
Okay, I'm unmuted. Yeah. So last week, I feel like was a pretty, chaotic week, just trying to get everything done. But one win that I had with Judy Wang was going over my DISC profile. Definitely good to be more aware about yourself, and it helps you be more aware of how others operate. And then also solidifying the new client, which ended up being your father's physician. So that was really cool.
Yes, that was a small world. It's
Yes.
good. All right. Charles Swanberg, our industrial specialist out in California. Good seeing you last week, buddy. You're on mute.
Yeah, good seeing you last week, Daniel. I got an office lease out. I'm more of an industrial specialist, but I've got a mentee that's working on, a lot of, even though the office market is terrible in many cases from a landlord's perspective, there's a lot of companies coming back. They, like a law firm that was in 15,000 square feet, went completely virtual or, work from home. Now they got to come back and I got to lease some space. So there's a lot of opportunities there also. But great seeing you, Daniel. Yeah, got a few good things going on. Hi, Allie.
So Charles, tell us about
Hi, Charles.
you're teaching in the world. What are your schedules in the EXP world teaching the industrial class?
Yeah, believe it or not, it used to be weekly. I think it was me. I went right after Tommy Thompson with his 1031 thing. So we kind of like work off each other. But now I'm down to once a week. And it's tomorrow. It's going to be in the world. I'm still in the world. I might transition to Zoom later, but I like being in the world because, it directly helps with the EXP agents. Had a really good turnout. It's going to be Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So for you guys, it'll be noon. But it's really the only that I know of regularly taught industrial specialist class anywhere. I work with Pam and Junji and their group, which has taken over the industrial kind of committee this year from last year when I was running it. And hey, it's a great product type. It's not super complicated, but requires some discipline, and it's got its own quirks that only you would find out if you're doing it for a while. So I'd love to share everything. We do everything start to finish. We go over pretty much everything in industrial real estate and get you up to speed on what you need to know.
All right. Thank you, Charles. Sunny, are you able to speak? Share any wins?
Oh, hi. Sorry, I was trying to cook stuff for my grandma, but I'm in the car now.
Yeah.
I'm going to up to Darlington, have a meeting today for a group of developers. They're trying to build to rent. So let me turn my mic, my camera off. So yeah, that's what I'm working on this week.
Sunny, I know you take care of your family, take care of your grandma, you're a good grandson. So, all right, Judy Wang, share some wins. I saw you, I think.
That's something.
Oh, go ahead, Sunny.
Okay, so I mean that's about it, pretty much. But I'm happy that my mindset's good today. That's a win for me. Just moving forward. Just everything, a lot of things going on, but nothing come to fruition yet. So I don't want to discuss it until it's done.
Yep. Don't celebrate until it's done. I understand. Thank you.
Exactly. So that's what I'm working on. Thank you.
All right, keep working. Thank you, Sunny. All right, Judy.
Hi, good morning. So on the real estate side, wing is I had an agent refer me an off-market deal, which I looked at and might be workable. So it's just networking. You never know when you're gonna get a deal, or so. And then I realized, a lot of times, as much as I did the profile for many of you, I find that 95% of us are high economic, means we're looking for that, whatever our motivation is, we're looking for, how much money am I gonna get, when I'm talking to this person, or when I go to this event, or when I meet this person. So, but I realized that sometimes that can be off-putting to people, like, oh, why are you talking to me because you have this motivation? So I find that if we have the mindset, hey, I'm just having relationship, build relationship with you. Just, it doesn't matter if we have a deal done today or not, that I'm just being a friend with you. And building friendship, I think that works. So, and then that gives yourself so much pressure. And then when people can sense that, even though you're not saying it, but the way however you talk, the conversation, they can see, and that can be off-putting to some people. So, and on the mortgage side is and also, on the real estate side, really, we having Joy and I and people on the team, Neha and Zatria, that we are putting together a homeownership readiness class seminar this Saturday in the office downstairs. So if you have clients or that thinking about buying, and just the conversation that we had, people are scared of buying, and those are the things that people that they want to buy, they don't know if they can or they can, but they don't want to because interest rate is high, payment is high. But how do you prepare them to get them ready, and send them over to our seminar? And then I will put the Eventbrite in the chat, just so that you send them over. You can come, realtor can come as well. So just to see how they understand the whole process. And I think a lot of time when they afraid, it's because they don't know. But the more information we give them, they feel more comfortable. And then once they're ready, we send them back to you guys. So, yeah. So that's it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Calvin.
What's going on? Can you hear me? Hello? Wait.
We can hear you.
Oh, yeah? Okay, perfect.
What's up, Calvin?
Okay, I'm live. I'm alive. Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope I'm not the last one, but so really Monday, right? It's kind of like Monday is like the first day of the week. So how do you prepare your first day of the week? You know, is your mindset ready? So I'm glad that Sunny said his mindset today is great. So remember that energy, remember that flow, do whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes. And, you know, kind of, you know, piggyback off what Judy was saying, like, you know, your buyers, if they are afraid just because they do not have a lot of, they don't know what's going on in the market and whatnot. So it's your job to educate them as a realtor, as a broker, as an agent. And that's kind of like tie back to what we learned from Deal Pipes, right? Every day, read about what's going on in the market. So equip yourself with those information so that you have those ammo to go to your buyer and say, hey, this is what the market is, blah, 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 the market stats and all that. Because the stats is a fact, right? It's not like you are trying to push them to make a decision, but the facts and information is going to help them make that decision. So yeah, you know, if you have any clients or prospective client that is unsure about the market, have them go to Judy's event. I think Judy just put the link on it. But the more important thing to share with you guys is, Danny mentioned, yeah, it's August 2023. Where are you at in terms of transactions? Where are you at in terms of income, right? I know we're all trying to make it. We all try to hit the goal, but how bad do you want it? What's your desire to achieve it? And do you want it bad enough so that you do whatever it takes, right? Do whatever it takes to get to that point. Whether it's to get help, whether it's to get a coach, whether it is to invest in yourself in reading more, invest in yourself, or partnering up with certain people that have the skill sets to get to that point, right? Remember, 100% of zero is it's always zero, right? So the thing about leveraging each other, leveraging the network, leveraging our real estate club that we created here. All of us have our own strength here. So imagine if you have any things that you're lack of, but you find someone in this group that they have that knowledge, they have the skill sets to partner up with you. So with Sunny, it's a wealth of, he connected with all like the big time developer, Jack Matthews, that's one of the big name out there. I think he recently met up with him for lunch or whatnot. He's a Sunny, it's kind of like a resource. If you want to, if you have something like, let's say, capital or piece of land or whatever it is, connect with Sunny because he has the connection with those developers. So try to think about different ways other than just your normal transactions, other than just your normal transactions. What other things that you can do? What other things that you can do so that you can add to your income, right? Yes, transactions, buying or selling homes is the main source, but you can also think about different ways too. And then also like growing your team, growing your income too. So think, hello? Did I lose anything?
We hear you. We hear you.
Okay, perfect. And then another of our partners, Christian. This guy runs like 1,000 miles an hour. Look at his whatever he's doing like all kind of stuff. He's his main thing is the constructions, right? He built out space, built to suit constructions for commercial clients and residential clients. He's also in mortgages, insurance, all kind of stuff. But if you think about it, how can he he only had 24 hours. How can he accomplish that? So leverage him, get to know him and his wife. They are like a power couple over there. They're in Houston, but their business is not just in Houston, they are everywhere. So just kind of that's what they are, right? How they really want it bad. So how bad do you want to accomplish something? How bad do you want to make that 7-figure income? How bad do you force yourself every day to get up to do whatever it takes? So that's the thing. If you want something bad enough, you find a way to do it. So that's it. I mean, it's Monday. You have 5 days to go kick some butt.
Thank you. Who's next? Shala.
Good morning, everyone. So I think one of the beauties of going, towards the end is that you get to hear all the great wins that everyone's had. And I'm really proud from, hearing everything about Joel, passing along the information with mentees and just the motivation that everyone has. So last Thursday, we had some of the coaching calls. And one of the key takeaways that I took from that was it's kind of like the idea of doing 2-minute tasks, to where if you have something that is just simple enough to do, you get it done. But even taking it that a step further and having something time blocked to where you can have like 30 minutes to where you do tasks that just make your day or your week easier to get wins. So even some stuff that I've been doing to make that a bit better, and some of the wins that I want to share. Anytime someone wants to meet with me, what I'm doing is I'm sending my calendar to just get myself in the habit of, and other people in the habit of, knowing whenever we want to talk, even if it's a little conversation, to have it on the calendar, not only so that we have time blocked for that, but also so that they know my time is valuable and I value their time as well, to know that we're both going to show up and we're both going to meet each other. So simple things like that. I had a meeting last Friday with the owner who I'm doing a build to suit project for. So we really understood his pain points a little bit more, and where we want the successes and wins to go for that project that I'm helping to oversee. So even going more full force into that this week, which y'all will see. I don't know if you saw in the group chat, but that project is something that is going to be really nurtured by me. I also had a office closure, which closed as a lease, that I'm really proud of, and just keeping that trend going, keeping the successes going of, hey, I helped this client, getting full circle, even to asking for referrals and asking for reviews, which is going to be really important. So just making sure making sure everything is going towards business mode, right? That's what we all want to do. That's the successes that we share on these Monday huddles. But I think it's also important for not only our clients, but our other colleagues to know what we're doing as well. Because this 30 minutes on Monday is like really important, but sharing that and having it spill over to the rest of our weeks, I think is just something that I really enjoy. Like, I think Tia 2 or 3 weeks ago started the word of the day. I'm ready to hear what the word of the day is for this week, so we can get that going and just keep that energy and whatever momentum that we have to keep it going. So those are just some of my wins. Taking the 2-minute tasks, having it implemented, and just getting stuff actually done. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ella, share any wins in the Philippines?
Hi, happy Monday, everyone. Right now, there's no typhoon here. Thank God.
Okay, so that's a win.
Yeah.
No typhoon.
Yeah.
That's a win. All right. Well, stay
That's
safe. I
it.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lasanda.
Good morning.
Morning.
Sorry, guys, I was working out. I wasn't going to get on camera, but I will. So a win I had last week was I have been on social media, just kind of posting my business card. And so I actually picked up an investor. So I'm super excited about that. She's looking for residential and some land in Texas, North Carolina, Alabama. So I have been working on that. So I'm super excited.
Great. Thank you. Aaron.
Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. So a few wins last week. Sorry I'm not on camera. I just got done training myself, so I look crazy. But I would say number one win, I would say we got an LOI on Twin Creek offices. I'm going to be sending that to Judy today, or Julie today. That's
Okay.
that's it's going to be a podcast studio. Also, I had a showing on Friday for a jerk chicken / event space. They loved the space, did not love the surroundings. They said it was too industrial, but at least I got a vision of what they want. So still continue to look for a space for them, jerk chicken / event venue. And then I actually had a meeting yesterday with the co-founder of Billy Boss Fort Worth. He and I, super positive meeting there. I'm going to be exclusive. We're working on a 12,000 square foot event venue. So I presented 4 options. That's what I was in the office for Friday, Daniel. The meeting went really well. And just, riding the train, counting the small wins, continuing to just plant seeds. So many, many reasons to be positive, many, many reasons to be optimistic. And yeah, just after it.
All right. Thank you. On, you want to share some wins? On, you there? If not, no worries. So I guess kind of couple wins that I had was I wanted to kind of share last week, traveling, coming back, just kind of recouping. It was a last minute trip, so I didn't really plan a lot of things, and it went really well. Got to spend time with my mom's sister, which is my aunt in California. She lost her husband last year, so she's kind of been needing that, and COVID. So every time we went back to LA, we couldn't see her. So this time I saw her every day pretty much. I just picked her up. She just hung out with us the whole day, and just to be able to be there for my relative, and just being that the nephew in a sense for her. So that was good, and that was a win. And I got to see a lot of people at the ARIA conference at the GLA summit, and just reconnect with old and new friends, and set up some meetings. I have a KW person that I'm scheduled a meeting with out in Pasadena. She was connected by another friend, and we got to actually meet up, have dinner, and she didn't never heard about EXP. She's seen them, but never really understood the model. And she wants to take it to the next level by whether becoming her own broker or growing a team. So I said, well, here's another option, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And just, I told her my goal is just to share, so she understands what options she has for her career. As she's 49, she said, and I said, well, what do you want to do for the next 10 years, right? Are you going to do the same thing? And she doesn't want to continue the grind like the way she was doing. She did in California. She did, I think, 35 deals, so that's pretty good in the LA market. So things like that. So hopefully we can have another partner in LA. I connected her with Austin and Amy Lee, so they will continue on that conversation. So all right, it is 9:46. I'll stay on another 15 minutes. I know that there Ellis, anyone new or anyone like stuck on technology on EXP or anything, I'm gonna stop